Show us the edge. Yes. The chip on the shoulders, the fight and the passion that comes from within. Whoa. Trying to win on every level. Yeah. Expectations high. Gotta show them you can fly. Play harder, better, smarter. Baby, put the league on notice. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah. Whoa, done seen the walk of shame enough. Wanna see the walk of winning, time to come up and bring out the alcohol. Don't every play, every possession. How bad you want it, love, do you want it all? This ain't a blood of love, built for something greater. Attacking all obstacles, coming for the ring, my precious. You got the juice, the will, the heart, the fire. Show 'em the proof, show 'em that it shall be done. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah.
You're listening to the Pelicans postgame report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
For all things Pelicans, you're now tuned into the Pelican Post-Game Report. Much love to the flock. Appreciate y'all joining us for this episode of the Pelican Post-Game Report. The Pelicans, man, dethroned. That's right, the Pels dethroned the Kings 127-17 in the matchup. They advanced to the semifinal rounds of the in-season tournament, man. A very proud day, or night rather, for the New Orleans Pelicans family. Man, they handled the business tonight, man. And let me tell you, it's a very difficult thing, no matter how you look at it. If you're able to defeat a team three times in the season, especially beating them down in Sacramento, where they're very difficult to beat. So the Pelicans handled the business. They played really well. Shout out to BI. Shout out to Willie. Let's give Willie some respect. Willie was coaching with tough love. Willie was out there yelling. Willie elevated his game. And momentarily, we're going to go to the post-game presser, and we'll kind of recap and hear what Coach Willie had to say. But I'm very proud of the Pelicans tonight. And a big shout-out to the Pel and the flock, the faithful flock. So we in this thing. I'm Big Q. We got Lexxah chiming in. Lex, man, what you think about your Pelicans tonight?
Great win. We going to Vegas.
I know it. How about the intensity the Pelicans played with? How'd you like that?
The game was weird. I'll be honest. It was weird. I think they picked it up. I mean, obviously, starting out, the energy wasn't there. They didn't match the Kings' energy. But as the game went along, they did pick it up.
Right. And yeah, the first quarter, I mean, really, if you want credit it, the starting five kind of struggled a bit. Sacramento gained a footing, and then it really changed when Jose Alvarado and Trey Murphy, and you've seen some of the reserves come in. They literally, by the end of the first quarter, was able to change the dynamics of the game. And then after that, it was just the Pelicans had a different flow with it. Now, it was some ebbs and flows, and like I said, at certain areas, the Pelicans had an opportunity to step on the Kings and kind of really push them out. But they were a very chippy team. They stayed kind of close, but it was twice in this game that the Pelicans had 15-point leads in this game, and ultimately we were able to close them out by 10. But De'Aaron Fox was something else in this matchup. But let's hit the team statistics before we jump, because we know Willie's coming up to the presser. So we kind of work this thing backwards. But man, let me tell you, it's a lot to work on. But still, in all, the Pelicans, man, they're going to advance to the tournament. All right. So anyway, 47 of 87 for the Pelicans. They shot 54% flat tonight versus the Kings 38 of 85 for 45%. They were 14 of 31, Lex, from downtown for 45.2%. The Kings shot 14 of 31, 10 more attempts more than the Pelicans for 34.1%. Pelicans from the foul line. This is really huge in the matchup with a game as important as this game early on. They were 19 of 23 from the foul line for almost 83%. That was huge. Now, the Kings did get 10 more attempts to the line. They finished with 27 of 33 for almost 82%. Pelicans 42 rebounds versus 38 by the Kings. You look at the assists, the Pelicans and Kings with 29, 29, 12 to 8 on the steals advantage Pelicans, 7 to 2 on the blocks advantage Pelicans. And then you look at the fast break points, just 1 point for the Kings, but really you look at the points in the paint where it really was relevant, 52 to 38 in the matchup. And like I said, the Pelicans led by as much as 15 twice in this game. So, I mean, looking at the team statistics, Lex, that points in the paint, and of course, we look at the 3-point shooting. It was a wash for 14 apiece. The foul shots, the Pelicans shot a higher clip, despite the fact they had 82.6%, and there was a lot of stuff that the referees, anytime Tony Brothers is involved with these games, man, it's always some weird refereeing going on with Brothers. The South. So anyway, Lex, team stats, what you think?
Yeah, I mean, oh, okay, because I was still looking at them. Yeah, 3-point shooting, again, that's the effect of having Trey back. You know what I'm saying? But it was kind of a ripple effect. They did well from at the charity stripe. They won the rebounds. Kept I mean, turnovers were the same. So that cancels that out. But I mean, yeah, I mean, they shared the ball. I mean, they were hitting. I mean, I think the biggest thing was probably the 3-point shooting. We really haven't had, like, this is probably like the best game where we've had, that 3-point shooting, and just having that balance. Jonas, he really got going. He really had a battle in there with Sabonis. They were really going back and forth. But yeah. I mean, I think really that 3-point shooting, that's really what did it. And then, like, because especially the way that the Kings were shooting in that first quarter, they really came out and gave us a punch. But I'm glad, things picked up, the energy picked up, and guys were getting after it.
Yeah, it was. I really love what's going on. To be honest with you, with it, and like we seen a few things that they have to clean up there. But when we take a look at this matchup with the Kings, man, it's always a difficult thing. We knew the Kings were going to come out with a little bit more intensity, being that the Pelicans were able to get the first 2 matchups, but then to go in there with a tournament game with a slam packed crowd in there, yelling and doing everything. The Pelicans handled that very well. They really wanted this win. You can tell Willie was a lot more engaged in this game, and maybe this is a preview of playoff Willie this year. He was a lot more engaged. He was yelling. He was fussing. He was kind of engaging with the referee. He was a lot more aggressive in his coaching in this game, and I think I like that style of Willie. Now I don't anticipate him doing that every game, but he knew what was at stake, the importance of the Pelicans in the in-season tournament. He can use this. If they can get that cup, they can use this as a way to kind of tell the Pelicans, hey, man, we can get this. We can get a lot more. So anyway, into the individual statistics, Ingram finished. He was Kingram tonight. He finished with 30 points in 40 minutes. He was 10 of 20 from the field, 3 of 6 from downtown, 7 of 9 from the foul line, 6 assists, 8 boards from Kingram, 18 points from Big V in the matchup in 29 minutes. Him and Sabonis was going at it, like you said, Lex. The Trey Lyles not punches, but he kind of hit Jonas in the back of the head, didn't get ejected. 18 and 11 for him, and for Big V in the matchup. 17 from CJ in 36 minutes, 7 of 14 from the field, 3 of 5 from downtown. CJ was really solid for us. He had 7 assists in the matchup, a couple of steals, a couple of rebounds, a couple of blocks. He was doing his thing in there. Herb Jones, man, what could we say about Herb? 23 points from Herb in 35 minutes. He was 8 of 13, 3 of 5 from the field, perfect from the foul line, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks, and he was just special. He had 5 fouls in the matchup, but it never stopped his intensity. He kept doing what he had to do. Zion kind of laid back tonight. 10 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, 3 steals for him in 28 minutes, 5 of 8 from the field. He took through 2 3-pointers and missed both of them. But it's interesting seeing him trying to get that 3 ball working. And then off the bench, Trey Murphy, 30 minutes of the game. Once Trey Murphy came in, it's like he never left the game. I mean, he was out there. It was like Trey was, once he came in, he was so important to what the Pelicans were doing. He ate up 30 minutes. Trey had 30 minutes off the bench. 30 minutes. That's more than
look at his plus minus too.
plus 24 and plus
He
9.
had the highest plus minus in the game.
Yeah, 30 minutes. That's more than V. That's more than Zion.
Which is sad.
He was 6 of 13. I know it was kind of some overuse. I was waiting for to see Jayhawk, but Jayhawk didn't get hit the court. But 30 minutes from Trey Murphy, 6 of 13 from the field, 3 of 8 from downtown, 16 points, a couple of rebounds. He was plus 24 on the plus minus. Jose Alvarado finished with 9 points in 18 minutes. He had 2 blocks, 2 steals. He was pesky all night, 3 of 4 from the field, had the 2-ball working, 2 of 3 from downtown, hit some really big threes when we needed them. Najee played in there. He had 4 points, 4 rebounds in 13 minutes of action. And not when Dyson got in there for a little bit. Dyson deflected the ball, played a little something like that. But it was pretty cool watching him get around in there in the game. And then, of course, on the other side, Fox had 30 for the Kings. He was really trying to get going. He got a busted lip for his efforts, and he was tough as nails, but unfortunately, it wasn't their night. It wasn't the Kings' night. They got dethroned by the Pelicans as we advance to the next round of the NBA
Willie
season.
Green's presser's on.
Okay, Willie is on the mic. Let's see what old Willie got to say here. Lex, and let's see. You think he's going to talk about tough love in this one? What you think, Lex? You want to give us a?
No, he's not.
He's not going to talk about tough love. It's not.
He's still himself.
Lex, gotta stop hating, Lex.
Oh no, it's not. It's not hating. Hey man, I look at everything. I look at everything.
All right.
Yeah, you can show him.
Here we go.
More because of the stakes, because of the pressure. Like, does it help you with knowledge of your group as you get ready for a playoff push?
Yeah, I totally understand the question. We don't allow that. We don't allow sleepwalking. We come in every day, and everything we do is competitive. That's who we are. That's how we're built. And I agree that this game means a bit more during the regular season, but we know that every game counts. And you get down to the end of the season, the team that had one more game than us last season went to the Western Conference Finals. They won one more game than us. That means something to us. Now, this in-season tournament is special because you get a playoff-like atmosphere. You get some tournament games and elimination games that you can build on playing in those type of situations.
Just a quick follow. You used the word trust too earlier, and Zion in particular, not just tonight, last couple of weeks. What are you seeing from him and his willingness to take what the defense gives you guys? Because he's got that gravity, obviously, that has such an impact if you use it the right way.
Z's such a big part of what we're doing, and he's coming along. He's getting better and better tonight. Necessarily didn't have a great start, but he just stayed with it on both ends of the floor, and he trusted his teammates. There was times where he could have gotten aggressive. He saw it was 3 guys there. He made the right pass, made the right play, and we're counting on him this next game to continue to up the level. Okay, thank you.
Hey, how about Willie with the extra?
I don't know yet.
Coach Willie with the extra aggression on the press conference there. Lex, how you feel about that? What you think about Willie's more focused attention, his amped up coaching style, kind of aggressive there, don't you think, Lex? How you like that?
Yeah, that's the first one out of like how many games? What game is this? 22. It's the first one. It's the first one. So we'll see if it's consistent. It's about, because that's what it's about, right? Like we've seen the ups and downs, but we haven't seen consistency. So, we can't one game. It's one game, but he's got to be consistent. It can't just go back to monotone and having that cool laid back type thing. You know what I'm saying? So, we'll see. But it's good that he has that. We know that he has it in him. Something, for him. But it's one game, so he's still got a whole lot more to do. And plus, you got to understand, like one thing that I've noticed with Willie is that again, he's going up against a coach that he's very familiar with, and Mike Brown. He worked with Mike Brown with the Warriors, so that's one thing that gave him an edge in this game. And I said that in the last show, but I definitely let's see more of it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see more of it.
Okay. Well, you're gonna see more of it, Lex. And we got the next matchup that's coming up. When is it? Thursday. Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. It'll be between the winner of the Lakers and Suns, who play tomorrow. They'll decide who we match up with between the Lakers and the Suns. Now, the opposite side of the spectrum, the Pacers did beat the Celtics 122 to 112 to advance to the Eastern semifinals of the in-season tournament. And they, of course, are waiting for the Bucks and Knicks winner to move on. So we'll find out who we will play on Tuesday. But you know what? I do like this elevated, aggressive Willie style because he understands how important the in-season tournament is to the Pelicans. You've chronicled by the fact that you've heard Zion mention that this Pelicans team haven't won anything. Well, if they can be able to season or lock in the NBA Cup, that would be a very nice accomplishment for this Pelican club. It is, like I've said before, it's a luncheon pad. If they can take that cup and win that, and we know to the grand scheme of things to the season, it's not all that. It's just, you got something there. It doesn't say that you're going to have a locked in playoff spot. No, you just win the cup with some extra money. But it does, from a psychological standpoint, it does help this team fold, kind of come back and kind of galvanize together tonight. But like I said, a lot of minutes to Trey Murphy tonight, and I really didn't want to see Trey play that many minutes. 30 minutes off the bench, kind of dialed back on that. Willie kind of got carried away, but he knows the spacing with Zion out there and what Zion able to do. If you get your shooters out there, it's going to be wonderful. But I mean, still in all, there's some improvement, a lot of improvement left to be made here. But like I said, we don't know who they're going to play. So, we'll probably, we'll pop up later on down the line and see what's going on with this stuff here. We'll monitor it. But Lex, listen, I know you're not impressed with Willie tonight. I can hear it in your voice. You want to see more of it. Oh, I damn sure can hear it. I know you don't. I know you're not impressed. You want to see more of that.
You mean I'm not tired? It's late.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Nah. I'm a nighthawk, man. I'm a night person. So
Jan says I blame Willie. Excuse me, Lex, let me get this one. But Jan says I blame Willie when the Pels do bad, so I got to give them some credit when they do well. They played with grit. How about that grit tonight? Y'all have a good night. Thank you, Jan. Appreciate you on that. Appreciate the super chat. Grit. How you feel about that, Lex? You played with some grit.
Yeah, the team played with an edge. I think the game really changed when Alvarado, Najee, and Herbie picked it up. But really, again, that energy was not there at the beginning. So when they came in, they really gave the team a boost. Obviously, when they were shooting all those threes, I was like, okay, so when is Trey coming in? You know, Trey came in and was hitting from outside. So, making those changes really helped to get to the grit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the whole game. It was a slow start, which was a concern. But I'm glad they picked it up. But one thing I will say is that the Pels actually got a lot of calls on the other end in the first half. They were really going to the line a lot, which I was actually shocked about that because They don't really call nothing for the Pelicans. So I think that's another thing as far as just helping to break the momentum that actually worked in our favor as well. But yeah, we started to pick it up in that second quarter.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. I mean, we at first started it off a little slow, and then the bench got going, and that's what we talked about. The bench, how it helps the starting fives either
Yeah.
when when they're trailing in the game, getting the lead, and when they're leading, keeping the lead. And the energy players, Lex, it's coming off that damn bench. Jose Alvarado and all these and Najee Marshall, the energy's coming off that bench, and they come in there and they just make things happen, man. So if they have so many different ways that they can, deal with you, Dyson, even though he didn't do a lot, he came in there and had deflections and, and knocked all the way, challenge shots and doing what he got to do. It's just so many great things happening for this Pelican club. So listen, fam, we're going to get ready to close out on that. I know it's late tonight. Listen, man, congratulations to the Pels, man. We got one. You got the first in season tournament. We still, what is the round, and we got to go to the semifinal round, quarterfinals. Tonight was the quarterfinals. We got the win. Now we go to the semifinals, wait for the Lakers and Suns matchup tomorrow to see who we play. And ultimately we'll be back here later on to figure it out on Thursday, recapping this what's going to be a really interesting game. So got a couple more games left. Pelicans keep their head up and keep fighting hard, man, and keep being dialed in, and we'll see if we can get this in-season tournament cup. So anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna get out on that. Listen, we appreciate you for staying up late and dropping and just checking us out tonight. Y'all, please feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. By all means, feel free to share. For my Sports Coma family members, that's right. I am going to be doing a late stream right after I get off this. I'm going to be on the Coma, so y'all can check that out. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to holler at y'all on the flip side. Much love, and go Pels. Peace.
Go Pels.
Show us the edge. Yes. The chip on the shoulders, the fight and the passion that comes from within. Whoa. Try to win on every level. Yeah. Expectations high. Gotta show them you can fly. Play harder, better, smarter. Baby, put the league on notice. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Whoa, and see the walk of shame enough. Wanna see the walk of winning, time to come up and bring out the outlaws. Don't every play, every possession. How bad you want it, love, do you want it all? This ain't a blood of love, built for something greater. Attacking all obstacles, coming for the ring, my precious. You got the juice, the will, the heart, the fire. Show 'em the proof, show 'em that it shall be done. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah.
You're listening to the Pelicans postgame report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform's store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps the platform.